Okay? And right now, I think you can see a reflection here on the window a little bit. But you can come here to the mirror and do that. Okay? So the idea is, how far or how comfortable do you feel taking the stick up and then bringing the stick past your ear? Okay? Now, don't force it. Just bring it down. Okay? As long as you can go there, you're good. If you cannot go there, it's okay. So, something you need to work on. But this is a very simple way to check somebody's flexibility. Okay? It's just bring the arms up and see how they do, and then they ask us, well, how's your neck? Does your shoulder hurt? And then one thing that's very important, I want you to pay attention right now. Looking into from the side. I'm not moving my shoulder, but I'm getting the stick behind my ear, right? Because I'm having my head forward. Okay? That's not what you want to do. You want to keep the head straight, you want to keep them in the best posture you can, and bring the arms back and try to bring it behind your ear with the elbows as extended as you can. Okay? So that is quite a bit of work on your shoulders. Okay? And if you can go a little farther, go. Okay? So what that tells you is that basically, okay, where is my restriction here? Okay? And if your shoulder's about to pop, don't do it. I grew up with my father popping his shoulder out every time. He'd reach up for something. Okay? But if your shoulder's unstable, we already know that. Okay? So that's one way. The second thing is to get behind your back and then see how far back can you get the shoulders up. Okay? These are very, very simple. At least you can assess if somebody's going like this, right? Or if somebody is going with the arms like this. And especially if somebody cannot reach back and keep the elbows down and bring the stick below your shoulder blades. Okay? And of course, if you can do that. Okay? So, if the tightness is there, it's one of those things that you should be able to work, because again, if the rotator cuff is tight, or if the neck is tight, it's something that you can optimize on your performance just by working your shoulder. What a concept. Okay? Because you're never going to feel that tightness and that fatigue on mile 3. But mile 6, 7, 8 is going to come in and catch up with you. I don't go over mile 30, but okay. But those are the things to keep in consideration. How much better you will feel if you could take a deeper breath when you start hitting those high mileages. Okay, and that's when those problems are going to show up for the healthy person. Okay. So once we're done with those, the next thing that I want to show you is just very, very simple neck stretches, because if we can get the neck to respond well, then the shoulder will be a different issue there. So this is just an assessment for the shoulder. And it can be used for warm-up too. I really like the warm-up of the shoulder just with the stick. Very, 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 very gentle stretch. Okay, and you can always get some motions with it. You can take a step, reach up, bring it down, take a step, reach up, bring it down, and then if you really want to stretch, you can bring back as far as you can, bring it behind the neck and bring it down. So this loosens up, and it's a very simple exercise to do. Now, stretch for the neck specifically, the muscles that are really going to be tight on the upper body in general is going to be the front muscles. So I'm not concerning about stretching the back of the neck. The back of the neck is always okay. Seriously. The front of the neck is always tight because we're like this, and they shorten. Okay? So on the ball is kind of hard to do. I'm going to have you guys do it on the bench and over there on the tables. Is to sit down, put your hands under the table. If you have a chair, you can do that on the chair as well. Okay? And then the idea is not to draw your head back. The idea is to remember the muscles that holds your neck tight here. They are actually in the front and on the side. They call this sternocleidomastoides. Yeah, the SCM is one of them, and then you have the scapulines. They are deeper. Okay, the scapulines is my main concern because they are very hard to stretch if you don't position your neck correctly on a kind of a diagonal plane. So you're going to tuck your chin in, throw your head back. Your arm's going to be here. You're going to throw your head back this way, and you're going to fine tune until you feel the tightness right here. If you feel any numbness down the arm or shooting pain down the arm, you're overdoing it. Okay? So gently, just get a little stretch, and then if you want to bring your head back a little bit, that's okay. But keep the shoulder down as much as you can and just hanging from the arm, okay? I like to do this with my other arm here. You know why? Because if I feel any numbness on my left arm, I just let go. Okay, I don't use this arm to pull myself back and, causing more problems. So the same thing here, moving back, and you're stretching the front of the neck. It's a nice little stretch. If you draw your head back this way to stretch the front of your neck, you're going to impede the nerves that pass in the back of the neck. Okay? So I like to keep the head straight, the chin in, and just move the body back. And if you want to, remember, the sternocleidomastoid, the SCM, passes from the head, right from here, to the clavicle. So you stick your chest out a little more, you can get a little more stretch. You want to try? So find a table, find a place to sit and try to do